starting this a little late this morning. We got about 30 seconds to the bell. Got caught up in looking at some other stuff. Watching AMD like always. It's on a little run this morning. I'm gonna hang out and see what happens at the bell. This thing's probably gonna fall back down and to 29.50 and maybe bounce there, but I'm not gonna be hitting anything right there at the bell, so it won't matter that much to me. I'm gonna have to see a couple minutes, let it calm down a little bit. Okay. See, this thing has a gap to fill all the way down to 29.09, so I don't know if we'll get there today or not. But that, that'd have been a good entry if I was playing with fire the way I used to and jumping in the first minute or two. I could have made a quick little profit there. Uh-oh. So now we're looking forward to make 29.50 into resistance on a little pump back up. Wow. Everything's dumping. Okay, this thing's not gonna give me an entry, is it? Or fight back for a little bit. Almost got there. Man, I'm gonna get my finger away from this thing. I want to click short so bad right here. It's not smart. See, I got it crashed already. This is as far as we going down today or what? I don't know about this thing. My rule says I could have shorted right there, and I probably should have done it. I didn't make that quick money. I just feel like this thing doesn't know what it wants to do yet. I gotta quit being a bitch. I've been overly cautious all week, except for yesterday when I did dumb shit and with no reason. Golly, gotta follow my damn rules. Yep, follow my rules. I've been killing it right now. Let's see what we can do. Looking crushed over here on the 5 minute. It's still way oversold, so it's hard to short right now. This is, I mean, in all honesty, this is probably a better buy than it is a short, unless this thing's just going to get crushed today. I've gone and done it. Let's see if we can get some movement up. Doesn't like how he hit that resistance and didn't make it. We need to get through that 45 area. There we go. Come on, little bitch. .48's trying to hold it down there. All right, we got half of what we wanted right there. Let's get through 48. I'm putting in a little stop in case this thing rips back on me real quick. I want to see this thing bust through 50 now and go on a ride. All right, took me out. Got 80. Yeah, so I've been experimenting a little bit with a different indicator. It helps me not do dumb shit. You know, the goal of all traders. And I was looking at it yesterday and it looked really good, so I decided to try it a little bit right there. Let me show you what it is real quick. I got it on another screen, so this is it right here. So this is the 21-day moving average, and these are Keltner channels, and the movement of the stock always tends to bounce back from these Keltners. So once I saw it was outside the Keltners and showing a little strength, that's why I jumped in right here. And I got in a little late, 37, so right about here is where I got in. Could have been a little bit better entry, but it worked out pretty good. Of course, had I not been in, I probably would have shorted once it got back to 29.50. That's why I got out there. I didn't see it breaking 29.50 at the moment, so I you know, if I'd have been feeling full of piss and vinegar, I would have gotten out and got ready to get short again, and got short and got some here. But yep, that's why I jumped in there. Just looking at that. So this is actually a really good spot to jump back into, maybe, because it's outside the Keltners and we're hitting a line of resistance. So I'm not going to jump in. I'm going to take this small win and go out green on the week so I can have a good weekend. and not be thinking about anything. But you probably could have bought right here at 29.20 and been okay. Let's see. We got 6 cents so far. Is it going to go any higher? Maybe not. I mean, you would have had a small profit there, but so far, I mean, you're still okay. Now you're about to get hurt if it doesn't hold. Yeah, so not really working out on that one. So I'm glad I didn't get in on that. Although I hadn't really blew through it yet, so what I'm trying to just see on these things what's a safe area. So you don't want to base a really long trade on it. Oh, you might, I don't know. So far it wouldn't have taken me out yet, so at the moment we'd be green on the trade if we'd have taken it. So had I, I'd still follow my rules and take half at a 10-cent profit, which we're approaching. I'm looking over here and there's not a whole lot of people to push it down. It's just not a lot of volume right now. If we get a surge of volume, I can see this thing jump back up, but what I've observed in my limited experience, this is going on about a year that I've been really messing with this. Oh, there it goes. We got our 10 cents right there. So it turns out if you'd had enough patience to hold through the 3 cents it dropped below, we got to our target there. So I'm not upset about not getting in because, like I said, it's an additional strategy I'm trying to test a little bit here and there. I did it once and it worked, and lo and behold, it would have worked there too. So I'm trying to get a couple more decent strategies because when my strategy isn't showing itself, then I tend to make dumb decisions just to get in, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm watching this thing to see if it okay, so I would have probably gotten taken out there for another $70, $80 profit. So would have been a good little quick little trade if I would have had exercised a little bit of patience right here when we got under. I mean, what was the low? Did it go all the way to 15? 16. So yeah, I usually throw in a 5-cent stop, so I would have been okay. I would have barely been okay. And actually, when I buy, I always seem to get filled weird somehow. All right. If I was a betting man, I would short right here. But I'm not going to. I think I'm going to cut the video short because I don't plan on, if I sit here and keep talking about it and watching it, then I'm going to talk myself into trading again. So I'm just waiting a second to see if this 20 breaks like I thought it would real quick. Just trying hard. Held strong once. Is it going to hold again? There's a bunch of people at 20, so it might actually hold. it gets through, I bet there's a bunch of people stops right below it. So if it gets through, we can see a pretty good little down drop. Whoa, there we go. We're through it. So it did. You got tons of people selling here at 18. So this thing's probably going to 29 soon. It's gonna go try to fill that gap. 29.09. If you guys have followed me for any period of time, that used to be my strategy. It was to see where the gap was, and as soon as it started heading toward it in the morning, I would get in. So today that would have been an awesome strategy because I would have it went up, and then I would have gotten in, and I honestly would have probably sold right there and been done already, but because I was trading at 5,000 shares back then. But it would have been nice to just jump in as soon as it went down and hold it with 5,000 shares. But that was the bad part about it. I would jump in and sometimes get about $900 real quick, but then the times where it didn't head towards, it faked me out. If it started and then you'd get a 20-cent rip the other direction, that's not fun with 5,000 shares. So that was just me being greedy, trying to make a lot of money too quickly before I really knew what I was doing. So it worked out for a little bit, ingrained some bad habits, and then the market started slapping me on the ass, and I had to switch. So we got how many cents away from filling the gap? A low on that candle of 12. So I mean, that's in my book, that's filling the gap. That's 3 cents away. This thing could be off to the races for a while now. Well, I'm going to end it. I hope everybody learned maybe a little something, or maybe I just got lucky with this new strategy. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday morning.